If you're thinking about making a move to Orlando, one of the biggest mistakes that you can do is just move anywhere in Orlando. Orlando has so many different suburbs. Each one is known for something different. So I'm gonna break down the top 5 today, and maybe one of these will resonate with you. I help buyers relocate to Orlando all the time, and I will proudly say that the neighborhood that you choose is more important than the house. Orlando isn't just one place. It is a bunch of different neighborhoods. So let's get into the top 5 right now. Number 1 is Winter Park, Florida. Winter Park is known for its historic homes, the brick-lined street, the charm, the history, the character. Think old time Florida. So this is such a beautiful place. It has its Park Avenue, which is full of all of the amazing Winter Park restaurants, fine dining, fine shopping, walkability, and just a more established feel. You're not going to find a lot of new neighborhoods here. However, there's a lot of really old homes that are being demoed, and new construction, beautiful multi-million dollar homes are being built. Winter Park is for people that value location over size of the home. A lot of the homes, if they have not been knocked down and rebuilt, were built in the 40s and 50s. So you're definitely dealing with some older homes for Orlando. If you're from Boston, you probably laughed at that. But for Orlando, that is pretty old. And a lot of those are being knocked down and rebuilt into these like mega mansions. But if you like old charm and old homes, you can definitely find that in Winter Park. As far as real estate in Winter Park, there's not a lot of volatility in Winter Park. It has remained very stable, not a lot of ups and downs, and I will say it is continuing to increase over time. If you love walking to dinner and living in a very charming home, Winter Park is going to be for you. Number 2 is Oviedo. I have many videos on my YouTube channel about Oviedo. So this is going to be a quick spiel, but there's a lot to learn on my YouTube about Oviedo. But Oviedo is known for its school zones. It has a mix of kind of like a country feel mixed with new city. Actually, a lot of the Winter Park restaurants are moving into Oviedo and like Oviedo on the Park. It's not up and coming by any means. Oviedo's very established, but I would say the downtown area probably got started about 15 years ago. So compared to like a home built in the 30s, Oviedo is still newer. People are absolutely flocking to Oviedo. It's kind of the hottest part of Central Florida right now, I would say. And you have a mix of old homes, but not a lot of them. A lot of Oviedo was built in the 90s, probably late 80s to the 90s and into the early 2000s. Any new construction now that is being built is townhome communities. Oviedo is best for young families or relocation buyers who are looking for space, 50 minutes from the beach, parks, and community events. I would say that Oviedo's real estate is close to Winter Park in the sense that both areas are booming for totally different reasons, but there's going to be a lot of buyer demand no matter what's going on in the world in both of these areas. So that creates for a very stable market, and that the Oviedo market is consistently increasing in price year over year. Number 3 is Lake Nona. Now, I would say Lake Nona and Winter Park are complete opposites, but a lot of people move from Lake Nona up to Oviedo or up to Winter Park. Lake Nona is known for new construction, medical city. It's beautiful new construction like Laureate Park, and modern master plan living. It's kind of like the Silicon Valley of Orlando, I would say. It is going to be best for medical professionals, tech professionals, and buyers who want new construction and maybe they do not care about having a yard at all. Here, whenever you move into a community, you're also moving to the community for the amenities. The amenities are going to be fantastic here in your Lake Nona community. Lake Nona really does feel like the future of Orlando, and you're gonna like it here if you like minimal design, minimal modern houses, and really relying on that HOA bill to be a lot of your fun. This is not an area where if you like historic charm, no, you're not going to come to Lake Nona. Number 4 is going to be downtown Orlando. Now, downtown Orlando is urban living, condos, townhomes, nightlife, events, proximity to everything. In our downtown, we have 2 of the biggest highways that run through it, the I-4 and the 408. I-4 runs north and south, and 408 runs east and west. So you really can get anywhere from downtown Orlando. I would say the downtown is best for young professionals, people that want walkability, people who want social events, think like trivia night at the brewery type vibes, short commutes, and a very active social life. Downtown Orlando is gonna be full of renters, which is not a bad thing, but lots of renters, lots of condo owners. Just be sure to watch those HOA fees in those condos. If you want a yard, this is not your spot, but if you want a vibrant city feel, some skyline views, downtown Orlando is gonna be for you. So basically, downtown Orlando and Winter Park are complete opposites minus the walkability in both, but they are actually right next to each other. Number 5 and lastly is Winter Springs, Florida. Now, Winter Springs is right next to Oviedo. However, I would say it has a mix of the charm in the historic homes that Winter Park has, but the big lots that Oviedo has. This is definitely an urban feel. It also has a really good school zone and many larger lots than Oviedo, especially downtown Orlando. In parts of Winter Springs, you can get 3 or 4 acres. I would say that Winter Springs is good for people who want a quiet but still a neighborhood feel, like maybe you know your neighbors, but you just kind of like wave from the driveways. They want a little bit more space, but still an easy commute to Oviedo or downtown Orlando. The restaurants that are from Winter Park that are opening up in Oviedo are not in Winter Springs at this time. And of course, there's a few good restaurants in Winter Springs, but you are not moving to Winter Springs for the dining or the shopping. But you are very close to Oviedo from Winter Springs, so it's not going to be a far drive for you at all. You would be moving to Winter Springs for the giant oak trees, the established neighborhoods, and to get more than a 1/4 acre lot. There's definitely less buzz, but more breathing room here in Winter Springs. It is one of the best hidden gems in all of Orlando. So if you're relocating to Orlando, how are you going to choose? Each one has their fantastic opportunities, fantastic pros, not a lot of cons. So I would say number 1, go off lifestyle first, 2, commute second, and 3, budget. The biggest mistake that I see is falling in love with the house before falling in love with the neighborhood. So if you're relocating to Orlando and you are trying to narrow this down, feel free to reach out to me. Let's talk through your lifestyle. Let's talk through your needs. I'm always here to walk you through it. Even if you're months or years out, the right plan makes everything feel easier. Don't forget to like and subscribe to learn more about Orlando neighborhoods. Talk to you soon. Bye.